Hi there lads, and today in our studio we're gonna make a review on Back 4 Blood. Thanks to the Warner Bros. That provide me a game copy for this review. So the Back 4 Blood was released at October 12, 2021. Our first impressions are coming. Let me tell you a bit about game production.
The developer is the Turtle Rock Studios, the publisher of Warner Bros. Games. Does the Turtle Rock Studios need the introduction? Someone will say that they are the creators of the legendary and unsurpassed Left 4 Dead dialogy, and they will be absolutely right. Others will remember their other projects Evolve, which fell to the ground with a monstrous crash, rose slightly, and collapsed again, already dead. And they too, unfortunately, will hit the mark. Personally, I have very warm feelings for this studio, and in those years when the company was not yet owned by Valve, and they ended up with their wing of Gabe Newell, and then it went to the own way again. She worked on a game that, for me and my old friends, became something of the symbol of the PC gaming and the briefing of 2010s. And even when the highly publicated, which is looking incredibly promising in that time Evolve, suddenly began to rapidly lose position in the rating. I love the work of the Turtle Rock, although I had to admit that it was in fact from perfect. But failures do not happen only for those who do nothing at all, and Evolve, frankly speaking, was too dulling an experiment. Now will the impression obtained after the several years of testing Back 4 Blood fit into my head. I have the feeling that since then Turtle Rock Studios have decided to avoid experimenting by any means possible. As the result, their main potential as courageous innovator was very much dulled. You play Left 4 Dead, right? Everybody played Left 4 Dead, that's definitely. Unless you are the 6 years old gamer and playing the Brawl Stars and nothing else. Should have they at least heard a lot of flattering reviews about her. At one time we went through the levels far wide, enjoying the both cooperative play and some asymmetric PPV mode, in which some players continued to survive, while others climbed into the skins and also called bosses and spoiled their blood in every possible way. It was just fun, fun and addictive, and gave Left 4 Dead linear level some crazy replayability. And no matter how much effort the imitators spent, no matter how they tried to surprise us, we already know how an experimentally zombie shooter with cooperative passage should look like. In that turn, Turtle Rock Studios did not only try Intimate, but made a new game based on the old one. Ideally of close because of the rights to the franchise renamed with Valve, and the publisher Back 4 Blood is Warner Bros. However, the idea of what a modern version of Left 4 Dead should be is turned out differs from the expectation of some fans, including the author of this video. Metaphorically speaking, the developers are not creating a remake, but rather a remaster. But after the same Capcom showed us, it turned out to be able to update games, not just improving the picture, but modernizing almost every aspect of the game. I would still like to see a remake. Back 4 Blood uses exactly the same mechanics that we had the pleasure of seeing Left 4 Dead. 4 heroes break through the pretty corridor level from the checkpoint to checkpoint, cover each other bags, collection coins, and have some from nowhere and destroyed hordes of possessed people on the move. The game is in turn from the time to time throws time tasks that require cooperation and with inevitable regularity attacks the attention of the horny horde to the unfortunate. Heroes heal and revive their comrades, reach out of them in difficulty moments, and constantly inflict damage on each other, because friendly fire has always been an important part of the gameplay. In a word, absolutely everything follows a well-known pattern, but does not hurt eye with an altered picture. However, Turtle Rock decided on some innovations. For my taste, the most successful of them is the stamina counter. Players can no longer run around endlessly and swing baseball beat tirelessly. The game has a new modifier to be recognized, which penalizes overzealous solo players in the PvE campaign and opens up additional scope for a turn of monsters in PvP mode. The developers have added a hub to the game, a kind of ordinary camp of soldiers, the prototypes of which you could see in TV shows, fear films, or any other about the zombie apocalypses. The most interesting area is the shooting range, which represents a huge arsenal of wide variety of weapons. In this respect, Back 4 Blood is 2 heads ahead of the processor. The shooting feels great in the game, and all weapons can be modified like in any Apex Legend, Moreover, mods come across different levels of quality, and the convenient pop-up window always follow you with the current one. The players have a serious initiative to rummage around location in the sea of loot, although there are some nuances too. All heroes now have an inventory from which you can throw cartridges for comrades or share coins for a shop with them, but for some reason it is simply impossible to revoke a mod installed on a weapon. Have you ever tried to fight a crowd of running zombies that get close to you at arm's length using a PP that was mistakenly equipped with a double scope? Without special modification, all weapons in Back 4 Blood are already cocking very slowly, and such a sign can become a verdict at the critical moment. As the result, instead of hastily grabbing an item of the best quality, you have to spend the time and look closely at the mods, and sometimes even give up good weapons. Another innovation that caused the most concern among Left 4 Dead fans is the card system. Now the fighters not only have unique talents, but also they specially selected decks in the PvE and PvP matches. With the help of the cards, the group gradually acquires positive effects, such as an increase in same stamina or damage. There are a lot of cards in Black 4 Blood, and account's progress system is based on the receipt. As for me, the decision was the controversial. On the other hand, mods seriously affect the course of the game. Most of us came here to shoot zombies and have fun, not playing cards. In my option, in their place, the TL customization of heroes would look better, and the system of cards could be completely left to random. The monsters had been worked with a great of enthusiasm. The bosses are kind of sad. They seem neither dangerous nor interesting, and the possession came out unresponsive with the crooked animation and the same models. Already Turtle Rock must understand that the zombie can also be a fat man and an old woman and a child and a man in overalls and many others, especially in a 2021 game. The problem with the hitboxes can be omitted for now. This is the test version. But about the zombies, they appear out of nowhere and often right behind the player's back, especially in a room where they should not be, cannot be sleep. It seems to me that this is a bad form and a completely unacceptable phenomenon on this modern game. Back 4 Blood is already well optimized. The game runs great on powerful and weaker system, and the Xbox Series crossplay works great, and so does in-game wall shade. The game has flexible settings and even HDR. I have mixed impression of Turtle Rock's work. Many things that looked inappropriate in 2008 now require serious rethinking. With such a nice picture, the developers should seriously think about the variety of the enemies and bosses, pay more attention to the damage models of monsters, and perhaps come up with more interesting challenges for the players in the campaign. On the other hand, it's too early to judge finally. I would like to believe that in the next act we will see something at the level of the madness that once happened in the amusement park. We will get a truthful progression and balanced difficulty, and zombies will stop spawning behind players' backs. So far, Back 4 Blood looks like the best option for those players who have not had a personal acquaintance with the Left 4 Dead ideology. To the old times of the series, it may be a little secondary. However, for lack of more, they should still take a closer look at all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. The link will be in the description. Peace!